I'm excited for Neon White. That's it. I don't need to say anymore. That's it. Roll out. Jokes aside, I'm really excited for Neon White. It's a fast-paced first-person platformer coming out later this year. I originally saw a trailer for this game sometime last year, and I wasn't originally interested. My exact thoughts were that the game looked interesting. I just liked its art style, but I had no plans of playing it. A year later, Steam Next Festival was around, and I downloaded a couple demos that are available, and to my surprise, I see Neon White there. I'd completely forgotten about this game's existence at this point, so I decided to go ahead and give it a try. And holy shit, I fell in love. I really enjoyed the demo, to the point that I forgot I was even playing a demo and was disappointed that the game was coming to a close. I plan on doing another video for the game's full release, almost like a follow-up video to this one, so let's get started. I've wanted to talk about this game ever since I played it. So, the story. You wake up from a pool of water where there are hundreds of individuals wearing strange masks and two cherubs standing up in front of everyone. These pompous bastards welcome you to heaven, stating that you and everyone else there are neons, people who have died and had their ticket punched in for hell. Each neon has been chosen to participate in a competition in which the winner will win a pardon from their past life and get salvation. The game involves slaying more demons than all the other neons. You see, every year there is a spike in demons entering the Promised Land, and heaven officials essentially let the neons take care of the dirty work for them, rewarding them with redemption if they triumph over everyone else. You and the other neon are given masks that detonate if you try anything stupid, this sounds familiar, and soul cards that mimic that of weapons such as guns and swords, this sounds familiar. These soul cards also have secondary abilities that completely consume them, such as grapple hook, a dash, a bomb that can bounce you, a ground pound, and a double jump to name some of them. This forces the player to not only think about their movements, but how the cards they pick up impact their movement, and how they can be used to help push themselves to even faster times. For example, in one of the earlier levels, you can simply shoot all the demons down and run all the way around, or you can use the card's secondary to bomb all the demons, then use the bomb at the edge to blast you to the end goal all in the same motion. I think the time difference here speaks for itself. Now back to the story. You play as Neon White, an individual who allegedly worked as a hitman in his previous life, but due to amnesia, he doesn't remember anything from his past. Progressing through the levels, you get to meet other characters that say they know you from your previous life, but of course, you don't remember. Some of these characters include Neon Violet, Neon Red, and Neon Yellow, who I just swear I've heard his voice somewhere else before.
Crap, you got the freaking anime sword? I thought for sure you'd get one of those little guns like the, what's it called, like gnomes use?
Wait, Ian Jones Quarterly? Oh shit, no wonder I've heard his voice before. He was in OKKO, Bravest Warriors, Steven Universe, and CN Short Welcome to My Life. I saw all of these, minus Steven Universe.
Not too shabby. I must have been a real hardcore guy.
You know, White also sounds familiar. Is that's Steve Blum? While performing their duties of slaying demons, they have provided quarters that honestly aren't too bad, and are even allowed to roam to a certain degree. Hell, the Neons have even made their own social space in Old Secret Bar. Although they are essentially damned souls forced to clean up the mess in heaven, they seem to be making the best of it. Characters act vibrantly, very hopeful for being stuck in this kind of situation. Regardless, I like the cast of characters, interactions with one another, and their group dynamics, especially Mikey. Cloudcat. You know what, who the fuck voices Mikey at this point? Y'all better just take my goddamn money. Bro, ProZD voices Mikey. I'm gonna actually fucking lose it. This voice cast is stacked. Okay, let's just talk about the gameplay at this point. There's only so many times I can buy this game. The gameplay loop of Neon White is comparable to that of Zoom and Cluster Truck, from what I've played of Neon White and from what I've seen of the other two. Start the level, get to the end as quickly as possible. It's a relatively simple concept, but it's the second-hand objective that Neon White presents to spice things up. Not only are you trying to get to the end of the level as quickly as possible, you also have to exterminate all demons in the level as well. In fact, you can't even complete the level if you didn't successfully get rid of all of them before you reach the goal line. There are other things you can do and unlock after you complete the level for the first time, but they are locked behind the medal rating you get, which is of course tied to how fast you can complete the level. Bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, also referred to as the ace medal. You can alt Ghost to view the pathing of your best record for the level to be able to race against and try and get a better score. You can unlock a hint that directs you through a fast path that you may not have thought of originally, access to the global leaderboard for the stage, and then you can unlock a hidden gift that plays into the other bits of gameplay that takes back place in the hub, but we'll get back to that in a second. Other unlocks include the other levels, as you're required to raise your neon rank to a certain point to continue on with the main game. Perform better and get higher ratings and get a higher rank, unlock new levels, and rinse and repeat. This is the core of the game, and it's well executed, especially with the previous unlocks stated before to incentivize replaying levels rather than just trying to get the best time you can and rise the online leaderboards. And going back to what I said before about the gifts, you're able to collect these gifts by replaying the levels, and different gifts go to different characters. That's right, we have social sim game mechanics in this game, and it's a game where I can get beer as Steve Blum for Ian James Cordery. Not only this, but lean in, just a little closer. The game feels good to play. Neon white just feels so great to control. It feels so rewarding to complete levels as fast as I can and replaying them to keep trying to beat my previous time. Of course I replayed to collect all the gifts I could, but I mostly wanted to keep going back to beat my times as I progressively got better at the game. There were things that I learned I could do later on in the game that I eventually went back and implemented in the earlier levels to go back and get better times. I love it when a game rewards you for just getting better at it, allowing me to implement the skills and all the things I've learned from and acquired along the way. Is that good game design? Hell, I feel even the levels I played were well designed. It allowed me to feel like I was entering into some sort of badass flow state when I completed an entire level without stopping and just hitting the NOS. The earlier levels are a bit short to really let the player enjoy that feeling, but from what later levels were available to play, they really upped the ante in both difficulty and level style. Besides the gameplay, the game itself, at least for me, was pretty to look at. Although the levels were mostly landscapes of nothing besides the traversable level itself, for some reason I just really like the way it looks. Not just the art, but the character models and the levels themselves are really nice. It was such a joy playing through it that I'd forgotten it was a demo, until the game outright said, "Hey, don't get too attached, it's still a demo, dumbass," to which I replied, "Please, just a crumb more of gameplay, great neon white god," to which they responded, I then proceeded to play those levels and then got sad once again once I beat them, as it gave me a true taste of what this game's going to be like, and all it did was make me even more excited. Besides that, I guess that... Oh wait, is that? No, it couldn't. Is that a
banger soundtrack?
Where'd my wallet go? Oh no. That's right, this game's soundtrack is fucking killer. Unfortunately, it's not officially out yet, of course, since, you know. But it doesn't stop me from just loving these killer tracks. My favorite does have to be From the Bar. It goes so hard, and I in fact used part of it for the intro of this video. I also did some looking around, and apparently the music in the game was done by Machine Girl, and they did a fantastic job on this. At the end of the day, I just know that this game has already stole my wallet, and I'll be playing it day one. Great job to the developers over at Angel Matrix. You've really outdone yourselves on this one. As stated before, this won't be the last time you all see this game on my channel, and I hope you all are as excited for this game as I am. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. If you're already subscribed, hit that bell and get notified when the next video goes live. And if you want to keep up with me or have updates on the videos on the channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. As usual, my name is CrossVee, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!